Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. It's me Anil and we are in the series of online school management system. In previous video, that is part number 16, we have seen how a teacher can take an or mark an attendance of a student in teacher panel. And in today's video, we are going to see how a teacher can check the attendance details in teacher panel and how can admin also check the student attendance details in admin panel. So this page that we are going to create in today's video will be used in both panel, in teacher panel also as well as in admin panel also. So that means the same code will going to repeat in two different pages, one for teacher panel and the other for admin panel. So instead of that we can use the web form user control. The code that we'll going to use in that page will keep in user control that code. Okay, now after creating the user control we can use that control as a control ASP router control. We can use that as a control in any pages, like we want that to be used in teacher panel as well as admin panel, right? So we'll create two different pages, one for teacher and one for admin. Okay, then in that page we will going to use that control that we have created in both of the pages, so that functionality will appear in that both the panels page. Okay, so uh, so we will create the user control first. Okay, let's stop it. Go to solution explorer, right click on the project name, add, new item. Now here search for user control. Here web form user control. Let's give the name of the page. First of all we will student attendance user control. So we'll make it short for the user U and for control C. So the page name I have taken here student attendance UC, that is user control. So we have kept this file in the root directory of the project. Okay, now we are going to write our design code here. So from where we'll take that, I think from the previous video, that the video we have done in the previous video we have done that attendance page, right? Student attendance. So from there we'll going to take the design part, student attendance, copy it and paste it here. Okay, now we don't want this script manager and update panel that we have used for the timing being displayed in the page while teacher takes the attendance. Okay, so we don't want in attendance detail page, so we'll remove it. Now here students attendance will add your detail, student attendance detail. Okay, now here after that we want the class drop down for the class and the drop down for the subject. And before this button we have to take two more controls, that is text box. Okay, that is one for the roll number and one for the month, because we are going to find the uh, attendance details of a student for the particular month with the help of student roll number. So a roll number is unique for a particular class only, so that's why we need class here as well. Okay, so after selecting the class we can provide the student roll number. With that we can get the attendance details of a student. Okay, we can take the subject also for the particular class, like for the particular class, for the particular subject I want to check that. So then we have to take we have taken the this drop down subject also here. So it's not mandatory here for taking the subject in this. Okay, so we'll comment out this required field validator for the subject drop down. Okay, control K say it will comment it out. Okay, as I said that we have to take two more controls here. So I'm copying from here to here and paste it. After that div tag, and we don't want here the drop down list. Instead of that we have to take the text box. But we want the ID run server form control. So we are copying from here and paste it here. Let's change the ID of the text box, that is txt month. First of all, first we have to take the roll number. So txt roll number. Copy the ID, paste it here, control to validate here. Okay. After that, you don't want this initial value, that is for drop down list. Error message we have to change. Roll number is required. So here the for value will be have to change. The for value we have to change, that is txt roll number, and here we'll make it roll number. Okay. Now we want text box for the month also, right? So we'll have to replace this drop down from here and paste it here. Okay, so let's change the ID of it. Txt month, control to validate, and the error message, month is required. So here subject, we have to replace it by month. So we have taken two more controls. One is for roll number, one is for roll number, and other is month. Okay. After that, one button. I think we have to change the button name from submit to check attendance, because we are going to check the attendance of a particular student, right? So we need to change the text also here. Check attendance. ANC. Okay, so we have to remove this on previous on click event also. uh, we want grid view, grid view, but not this one, because this is for the taking the attendance that we have taken radio button inside it. We want to display the attendance. Okay, I think we have already done for the student, or not for the employee. For the employee, we have already done for displaying the attendance details. We can find that in the employee attendance page, design page. Okay, employee attendance details page, can find that in the admin folder, employee attendance details here. Can take here grid view from here. Okay, so let's copy grid view from here. Press control 2 time M, it will collapse. Now copy and paste, control 2 time M, and paste it here. Okay, and we don't want this button after the grid view, so remove it. Now just paste the code for the class as well as for the subject that we can find from the previous video, that is for student attendance page. Let's copy this code and paste it in our ascx.csv. That will come by pressing F7. Just before the page load event, we have to add this class. We need to import the namespaces for this class. Control dot will open the suggestion for it. Yeah, first one, click enter. Now inside the page load event, we need to add this code, but we don't want this btn mark buttons, because we didn't take in this page. So but now we want this code, get class function code, right? So from here we have taken the drop down also for the class and subject, so you have to copy this both, one get class method and other one the drop down selected interchange event. So copy it and paste it after the page load event. Need to import the namespace for the data table. Okay, Now what we want in design page of the user control, uh, we have changed the title text. Okay, then we have taken the class and the logic for that we have done. And for the subject also, we don't want this field as a like required field, so we have commented out for the required field validator for the subject drop down list. And we want the roll number and the month that is required, so we have taken required field validator for that both of the control. Now after that, when the teacher clicks on the button, we need to change the id here. From submit, we need to make it mark attendance, btn sorry, btn check attendance. Now in grid view, don't think we need to change anything. Okay, uh, okay, now we need to create the button click event. On click, create new event. So it has created the event in the backside, that is the .cs page. Now what we have to do here, we need to check the values that we have to take off of the controls, like the drop down list and the text boxes. Okay, so we have to take that values from the controls. Then based on that, we'll fire a query and going to display data in grid view. Okay, so I think this we have already taken, but just need to change little bit. Employee attendance details in here, employee attendance details .cs page. Here this one, just copy it on the button click event, copy it and paste it in our user control.cs page. Okay, now copy it, paste it here, remove this one. Okay, after that we want this date one. Okay, id is same, no problem. And we have taken the drop down list for the month, for the subject, right? But we didn't make it required, so that means we have to write two query, one for when the drop down of the subject is selected, and the other when it is not selected. Okay, so we have to provide, we have to check here by putting the if condition. If it is selected, the id of the drop down, that is the ddl subject dot selected value, selected value is double equal to select subject, because we have added this at zero index. Select subject, if it didn't selected anything, then by default select subject is select, right? So if it is this one, it means there is no value selected for the subject. Or else now copy this code, cut it from here, cut it and paste it inside the if condition. Okay, now we need to change this query according to our need, like it was for previous that for the employee attendance details. Now we have to take for the student attendance details. So we need to change the tables here, and the columns, I think most of most of will remain same, like name, status, date will remain same, but we need to change the table name, like it's for teacher attendance, and we have the student attendance for the student attendance details. Okay, then we don't want inner join from the teacher table, we want inner join from the student table. Okay, because we are going to get the student details from the student table, right, and the id of the student from the student attendance. So need to change the alias of the table name, that is for student we have to take it s, and we need to replace the s where we have taken, like here it was previous t, so we have to need to replace it by s, and where no, here t to s. Okay, now here from the student attendance table we need to change the ls here, student attendance sa. Okay, so here we need to change it from ta to sa, it's a ls name. Okay, now let's check the query, select this roll number. Okay, it will come in the serial number, then the name, status, date from the student attendance. Okay, this name will come from the student, but in student we don't have the teacher id. Okay, but we have the student id, right, but that's not the unique we are taking here, we are taking the student roll number for the unique. Okay, uniqueness. So need to change here from teacher id to roll number. So based on roll number, from the student, it will find the students from the student attendance table. Okay, and mm, okay, we want here before this date part, after the where, we have to take here drop down list value for the class. Okay, because we are getting the value based on the class, right, so we need to put the attendance the column here for the class, that is the class id is equals to single quotes, then double quotes, then plus, then our selected class value. Okay, so it will check from the class. Okay, then it will going to check from the like the date part. Okay, from the year, then month. Okay, month, then the status will remain 1, that is for the present, whose present will show here. And we don't want this part, so just remove it. Okay, so our query has been formed for this first one. Let's arrange it first. Remove this. Okay, now we want to break it break break it down. uh, let's do it from here. Okay, now here also we need to take the query, but here within the query we need to get the value for the subject also. Along with the class we need to take the value for the subject also, because here in the else part, if the subject is selected, then else part will go to execute. Okay, so let's copy this code, the query code, and paste it in else part. Okay, then we need to change it a little bit. As I said, we need to add the subject value also here. Okay, one thing has I have left here, like we have taken the roll number also, student roll number, right? So we didn't take the roll number in the where condition. So need to take that as well after the class. After the class, we need to take that as well also. Okay, so let's go back here, remove that. Yeah. Now, like here, okay, put it and the SA dot roll number. It's a column name, single quote, double quote, plus txt roll number dot text dot read. Okay, so we have taken the roll number also, and after that we need to take again one and. Okay, yeah, now okay, now let's break it down from here and from here. Save it. Now copy this code from here and paste it here. Now as I said, we have to add the column for the subject also. So after this class we can add, or we can add it by after the, or we can add it by we can add it after the roll number also. Okay, so and sa dot, okay, not we want student, we don't want student, we want here sa dot subject subject id is equals to single quotes, then double quotes, plus. Now here we can take the id of the subject dot selected value. Okay, we have taken and before and after also. Okay, just make it in one line, then we'll remove this joining. Yeah, now after that we can break it down to two after this. Okay, now it's arranged properly. Okay, now we need to create a new page in the teacher modules, uh, here in teacher folder, that is for student attendance details, where we will add this user control, student attendance user control, as a control in the page that we are going to create in the teacher folder. So let's create a new page here, web form with master page, and we'll give the name of the page as student attendance details. Okay, now let's take the master page. So a page has been created. Now we need to add that user control as a control in this page. Okay, but we have already taken that control. We know how to take it, right? How to add in this page. uh, After this line, first line, we need to add that control, or you can say we have to register that control here. The top, we can take the reference from the page we have already taken, like for the expense, not expense, I think marks details, students marks details. In that page we have already done, um, in teacher panel marks details. Yeah, can check it here. Take three arguments like source, tag prefix, tag name. The source, the path name of the control, user control file, and the tag prefix, like in for the XPS control we have the ASP as a tag prefix. For that we have to use here, can see here, we are like AXPS. Here we have to add UC. Okay, whatever we give the tag prefix here, we have to add here. Okay, and the tag name means the tag we creating, like it's contained here. Whatever tag name we'll give here, we'll have to take here as well. Okay, so let's do it here. Like we know, we have to take source argument here, pick URL. Which one we have to take here? Like we have taken user control, student attendance user control, right? Student attendance user control. Okay, the source has been added. Now we need to take the tag name, tag prefix first, then we'll take the tag name. Okay, so it's a user control, so we going to give the name as UC, and the tag name, it's student attendance, right? So we'll give the student attendance. Okay, now it's time to add that control here, that user control as a control here. uh, Open angle bracket, UC can find the this tag here, can say control also. Okay, as we know, for the control we need two compulsory things, arguments in the control, like id and the runner server. So we need to give the id for this control as I'm giving student attendance 1 as the id and run at server. Now run this page, press F5 and see here it's working properly, but I think, yeah, we didn't take the placeholder for this roll number and the month, and the text mode for this text box we have to take as month. So let's do it that first in the student attendance user control here. Yeah, for the roll number we have to take the placeholder. Okay, let's take it placeholder. Student roll number, enter student roll number. And for this month we need to take text mode argument, can say property month. Save it, refresh it, can see placeholder has been came here, and for the month we need we can select only month and year. Okay, now in class, like I am selecting the first, yes, subject has came. Okay, but if I don't want to select the subject for the particular subject, I don't want to check the attendance of a student, then it's okay. If I want, I can take this also. Okay, it's up to you. So I've given the choice for the, like how they want to filter it. Okay, for checking the student attendance. Okay, now I want one roll number first. uh, let's check it in database. Student attendance, student roll number. So I'm copying from here, and the subject is 1 and the id is 2, class id is 2. I think for the class second, that attendance has been taken, so I am entering here the student roll number, and it's been selected the current month. Okay, let's check attendance here. Okay, yeah, can find this attendance that we have taken in the previous video. Okay, that is for the subject 1, I think. Yeah, subject 1. So the first subject, that is for maths. Yeah, we have taken that for the maths. Let's check attendance. The output is same. Now if I change the subject name here, then it will give no output. Yeah, because we didn't save the attendance for the English subject, we have saved for the maths. But if we don't select this subject, then it will give me output for this second class only. Okay, can see here. Okay, now we can take one more attendance for the students and check it here. Let's take one attendance for the class first. Okay, for the English subject, make it absent. First make it present. Okay, now let's check here. Okay, I think the page name is not match here. Okay, yeah, we need to fix this in the teacher master page. Attendance details here, we need to pass here student, ent, student attendance details, uh, details. Yeah, that's right. Save it, press F5. Okay, go back, refresh. Now click attendance details. Yeah, now page is being now opening. Now we can check these for the class first also. Like I have to add the roll number. I don't remember the roll number. Can check it here for the class first. Yeah, roll number is student first. Okay, can check this by this roll number. For the current month, this month, check attendance. Yeah, can find two records for the class first. Refresh it. Okay, so I think, yeah, that record has been saved twice, so that's why it's showing two records here. Okay, let's now, yeah, with that two records has been saved twice because we have saved only once, right? Then how it saved twice? At the time when I refresh the page, at that time, that again, that query has been executed. So against that same data has been saved in the table. Okay, so that's why it's two times we are seeing. Now for the class second, not class second, in third we have don't have any subject, in fourth we don't have any subject, in fifth we have subject, but I think we don't have any students here. Okay, but it's working fine as we expected. uh, Now it's working all the pages, like for the attendance as well as for the attendance details, we can check the attendance details also. Okay, now it's inside the teacher panel. For the teacher panels we have done all the pages. Now we have to do the same attendance details page for the admin panel also. Okay, so let's stop it. right click on the admin folder, click on add web form with master page, student attendance details. Select the admin folder, master page. Okay. So we have given the page name, same page name for the uh, teacher panel as well as for the admin panel. The page we have created in that both the panel we have given the same page name. Okay, because it's in different folder, so it is doesn't matter it's same or not. Okay, so we'll take here that user control code here. Let's copy it from the student attendance details here. Copied and paste here. Copy, paste. uh, let's check the in the admin master page the page name is same or not. Admin master, student attendance details, student attendance detail. Save it and now run it. But it's a master page, we're not going to run. Let's see. As I said, it will not going to run because it's a master page and master page can't be run in browser. Okay, but yeah, the project is still running, so we can run this the existing one if it works. Otherwise we have to close that and open it again. Okay, so it's working. But we want for the admin student attendance, not student attendance. We want for the attendance details that inside the admin folder. Enter. But the page name is same, student attendance details. Yeah, we came in admin module. Okay, here also we can find for the current month check attendance to record is present. Okay, can check for the second also one record. Okay, okay, now in the next video we'll see the login and logout part. Okay, and this the active page, like which page has been selected. This like the how when we hover on it the color change, right? So we want this hover color to be selected menu when that current page is open, like this home page is open, so the home menu will be highlighted like this. So it easier to identify like this which menu or page is open when it is highlighted, right? So we'll add that in next video. I think, yeah, that's it for today. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.